I just realized they can't hear me. I'm all the way in here. Can you speak into the mic, say that it's starting soon?
We are now starting the live stream.
Come here, come with me. I don't know if you can hear me or not. We're gonna find out. So, if you were here expecting Lego Batman, I don't blame you. I'm sorry. Can you hear me at all? I can't read the chat at the moment. Well,
they should be able to hear you because the microphone.
Because the mic, yeah, the mic's right there. Thank you. So here's what happened.
Ooh, battery. Charger.
Some stuff came up, so we're not doing Batman today. Batman next week. That's gonna be a long stream. But today we got a package in the mail.
And apparently, it's from Andy again. It's always Andy on
Always
these
Andy
boxes.
on these boxes.
What is the deal with that?
Dad, you care to explain what this package is?
So here's the deal. A little while ago, I sold my Xbox One to my buddy Kyle, and that was actually the Xbox the kids had. Well, then Microsoft is like, you know what, we're gonna be awesome and release a new console again. So I was like, cool. Well, I had my Xbox One X. I put stickers on it, and I like Fallout. So
he's got a Fallout.
I do. It's here. Full effect. So I'm gonna gift this to my kids tonight. But before I gift it to my kids tonight, what I want to do is open what's in this box.
You still haven't said what's in this box. I'm sure they've guessed. But...
Well, I'm sure they've guessed that it's a Series X. I mean, if it's my students watching, I know for a fact that they know that it's in there because I've been nonstop talking about it. But before I open this beautiful thing, are you okay?
What?
Oh, we're live.
Oh.
You're making noises. She's making noises.
She knows we're live.
She knows we're live.
Gavin's here too. Say hi.
Hi.
It's Gavin. Gavin?
I finally found him.
You didn't find Gavin.
Yes, I did. No, not Gavin. I found a guy who's screaming.
Oh, okay.
They're talking about Red Dead. I have not played that
I
game.
finally found him. He's so
Red Dead's
British, though. It's kind of sad.
He's crazy too. Anyway, so I hate Twitter. I'm just going to go on the record and say that. Everybody who knows me knows that. But I installed Twitter, and the reason I reinstalled Twitter was because the only way you can get one of these is if you follow a particular guy. His name is apparently Wario64. So if you're interested in getting your hands on one of these, you have to follow @Wario64. There's a whole bunch of others that you can follow, but he's the only one that's going to matter. So @Wario64, if you're watching this for some reason and you came across it, I don't know, thank you. It's because of you.
Viewers like you. Actually, we did this with our own. We don't get paid for this.
This video is sponsored today by Cardboard.
It's, the company
Cardboard.
Thank you, Cardboard, for existing so that
delivering all your packaging needs.
Well, it should be carbon fiber.
Here, you hold this. I'll go watch chat and see if they're saying anything.
So, first thing I want to show you about this is Microsoft. This came straight from Microsoft, by the way. I didn't order it from Amazon or anything. Straight from Microsoft, and those guys know what they're doing. I hope I didn't just break my Xbox.
Oh, you definitely did.
So, just here you go. This is the Series, or the Xbox One X. This is what it looks like. It's a little bit, I mean, I think it's still in good shape.
You could win one of these. Just win.
Except you can't.
On The Price is Right.
And here are the cords. And here's the controller that I've been using on. So.
Now you've had this since you had base level Xbox One.
Yeah, I gave my Xbox One X controller to the kids because it's black and I like the camo one. So
you can't see it.
But now they're getting this and it's a sad day.
Does this come with a controller?
Yes, it does.
And it's a nicer one. I've seen them.
It's nicer. And
They're
so
real nice.
I have seen it. They're real nice.
So we're gonna open this and we're going to compare.
Do boxes show personal info on them?
This one does.
Oh.
But we don't have to. See, look, Microsoft. It's Microsoft brand cardboard. Oh, man.
Very precious.
Oh, man, check this out.
Look how pretty this thing is. So there's the legit box. And they design it to where it makes sense. So you stick your fingers in there and you pull these doggies out.
Oh, that's cool.
And congratulations, you got cardboard. And then you go like it is. Ah, my arm hurts. Oh, gosh, where's the fish? Maybe I should have some white gloves on or something. I don't know. Do we have any white gloves?
Oh my gosh.
If I had a machete and black gloves, would that be good enough?
That would definitely be good enough.
Okay. So, this is the box. I guess you're supposed to show every angle.
It's Master Chief.
Oh, geez, that was loud. Gavin, dang.
Sorry. I was Master Chief.
And Gavin, we were talking earlier about the GPU. This is what the GPU and motherboard look like. So it's actually a split motherboard. That's how they can achieve the tower, the chimney.
Chimney.
So that's interesting. All right. So I have this thing. I don't know. My wife says I'm a pack rat. I disagree. I guess you don't need a knife. It says you don't need a knife. But I like to keep everything nice, so I save all of my boxes.
I do that with Lego.
And it comes in handy when you're doing Christmas presents. I'll tell you that much. All right, so that comes off, and this is a thing. And then this one comes off,
You don't need a knife. That's very handy.
and this is a thing.
Okay, that's where I put cord. Then I'm not gonna nerd out on Master Chief right now.
These come off. And you know what? It's upside down.
Guys, it's Master Chief.
But it's where it puts Cortana in.
Oh.
Right there.
It's the Matrix. Stop.
Yes.
It's a real Master
Goes
Chief,
like,
guys.
goes like this. It was upside down. So this should now open this way.
Oh my, that's literally beautiful.
Holy crap, it's like a
I
pyramid.
know it'd be ugly.
Yeah, I'm telling.
Did you just say this is ugly?
Zoom in on her face like in The Office. Look at the camera. Jim the camera.
Look at the camera.
That is a good shade.
I have a special assignment for you. Stop that. You're ruining the box.
What is it?
The box is prettier than the console. Don't you know this?
Yeah, I do.
Now, in my bedroom, on the bookshelf to the left of the television, on the floor, there is the messy one that I built myself. I don't want to see how close those two are to one. Stop it. This is mine.
You can explain to them that story while I'm getting the...
Well,
Dad was so obsessed with getting this that he built a model out of wood.
okay,
That's
so...
literally my long story.
No. See, that's Lucy's reality there. Would you please stop?
Hey, there's a thing in
It's
here.
the real wood.
There's a.
Stop it! I know it's in the box. Stop it. You're the cameraman. Be silent. Okay, so what happened was...
Dad, careful.
Stop. Careful
Putting a lot
what?
of pressure on it.
No, I'm not. My hands weigh like 4 pounds.
Okay.
Whatever.
Oh.
Hey, Tom,
You guys wanted me to tell the story, and you refused to tell the
No,
story.
I
Let me
did
tell it.
not.
So just be quiet. Let me tell the story. So, I built this. Now, it's just very hastily done. Everybody was saying it's because I'm obsessed. I built this for 2 main reasons. The first reason was I went off of the specs that I read off of the interwebs. And I wanted to see where this would look best in my bedroom. So that was one. Okay. The second reason that I did this was so that I could have a continual presence in my bedroom of this console so that my wife would get used to seeing it so that it would not be a shock. It had nothing to do with obsession.
The continual presence.
It had nothing to do with obsession. But the ladies of the house will totally say I was obsessed. Although I wasn't. I just downloaded Twitter and followed it 50 times a day.
50 times a day.
Until I was able to
And you
snag
made
one.
a scale replica that you could fit in your...
It's not an obsession. It's totally normal.
No,
Come
it's
on.
fine.
Follow your dreams.
I did that with the Switch.
Okay.
It's like a present.
Oh gosh.
I like to keep everything nice.
Be careful.
Oh my gosh.
Shut up, Beast.
It's literally beautiful.
I never told you it.
Might as well have.
You're so dramatic.
Oh my, this thing is like a lot bigger than I thought it was going
So
to be.
Xbox.
So that's what Microsoft smells like.
It's just like
It's just like
Microsoft
a
HQ.
dream.
Hold
So
on, can we like take this and sell candles?
maybe.
We're gonna sell Xbox candles. It smells like Xbox.
It smells like plastic. So
Like
Do they want to sniff too?
so this is pretty cool. I doubt they're going to be able to.
That's
So-
why I was going to do it. Yeah.
When I first saw the schematics for this, I thought that it glowed green, and I was worried because if I was going to get this, I didn't want it because when I play video games, I play at night when my wife is trying to sleep. Yeah, I'm over here, camera
Yeah,
guy.
sorry.
I thought you were better than Barbara, but
I am better than Barbara.
prove it. So I didn't want the light to keep her awake all night. So I was kind of worried about that. But it turns out it's just, if you look at it at an angle, you'll see that it's... Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's just the inside of the ring.
I was wiping the smudge off and you...
Oh, sorry. Anyway, this is the front, right here.
Oh, that's music.
That's
It
music.
is. Nice
And then you
thing.
can see on the back all the different ports and things, and it's pretty cool. Okay, so that's the Xbox, and it is designed to come apart without violating warranty, so that you can clean it. It's got this nice little stand, so you'll notice there's a gap down at the bottom, so air can get in, pushes it out, so it stays cool, and then it's got these nice little rubber pads here, so you can lay it down like this. No worries. And I think
I feel like it would be nicer like that, not like standing up like weird.
Oh, that smudge really comes through on camera.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It was probably already there, because. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Did my unboxing get in the way of your video? Okay. All right. So this is where the other stuff is at. Ironically, the thing I'm most curious about is the
HDMI cable.
Oh, the
controller.
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 It's kind of on the other
What-
side.
I know where it is.
Okay. I just
Save
thought
the
you
best for last, man.
What in the world? You guys act like I don't know anything.
Did we not just clearly establish that not only is he not obsessed, but he is showing mild symptoms of being obsessed?
I'm the one that's obsessed. You guys are like, hurry, let's go. Okay. Oh, cool batteries.
Ooh, cool batteries.
My favorite thing.
Tastes like Microsoft.
Why did you bite them?
Because it tastes like Microsoft.
Okay.
I always wanted to taste what Microsoft tasted like.
Oh, heck yeah, that's a really good D-pad.
Duracell, because power your future.
Yep.
Power your dreams.
Yep, I get it.
All right, so
Ooh, the D-pad's
guess
nice.
what? Guess what, guys?
You
Big
love it?
shocker.
It's a good controller.
It's a controller. So
It's pretty good.
There you go. No, it's pretty nice. I mean, the buttons are nice, and there's grippies, and it's grippy, and it's a controller. So there you go. Compare. I think it's ever so slightly smaller than this
Here,
one.
I would say let's put them.
And it's grippier, yeah.
Let's.
The most notable difference is the D-pad.
Yes, the D-pad is improved. It's
of
probably.
course,
Oh yeah. that feels-
Noticeable.
Physically, like to the eye.
And it does look lower profile. I don't know if
I
you can
don't
see
know what
that, and
that
it does
button
look
is.
smaller. That's
What-
for
That's
sharing.
for sharing.
Oh, well,
Triggers you can see are less.
Yeah, they're lower profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's grippier. You, can,
Look
you
at
can't see the grippy
you can show
texture,
the top
but
of them
you can
compared to
definitely
each
feel it.
other.
you can definitely feel it.
So-
No big red dot.
Stupid dot. Also, you'll notice that this is black.
Yeah, he taped over it.
I taped over it because it's so bright, Xbox. What the heck, man? Why did you put like a spotlight there?
Oh yeah.
So, but apparently on these are modeled after the Elite Series 1 controllers or something, so you can adjust the brightness, I think. If you can't, guess who's getting another dot of electrical tape? Because dang, that's way too bright. So,
Oh, I see that now.
when it comes on, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. I'm going.
That's a Wario quote. Wang.
Now, those of you who like batteries in your controllers,
Energizer.
seriously,
Funny.
so it comes with Duracell, and wait, non por la vente audital.
You probably
Oh, Duracell.
language that is.
Original, whatever, Ian. Anyway, this battery, if you can look at that,
It's...
ultimate lithium.
I
Those
can't
are the
really see
best.
that.
These
Okay.
things, you can't see it?
Not very well. It's not like. Here, maybe if I. No, now they can see it.
Good.
Okay.
These are the best batteries. These things will last months if you play every day.
Much.
Months.
That's way too long.
These will last
Why did I say
maybe
way
a
too long?
week.
There is nothing called way too long for
That's why
video
I'm
gaming.
switching these out, and my kids get the crappy batteries. You're welcome, children. Nothing but the best. Spare no expense.
Like Jurassic Park.
Like Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah. We spare no expense.
Wait, is that the right one? That's
Are
not-
you actually not gonna put these like side to side? Like right next to each other?
Is he the most impatient one in the house? Or what?
Sorry, I thought that's what you were doing when you brought it out, but you didn't do it.
You should just not be sorry. Just cameraman. Ah, jeez.
What the crap did you just...
He just dropped the battery.
Hey, Frank. Hey, Billy.
You gotta realize I'm 40.
You're 27.
You're so old he
27.
can't even remember his
I'm
age.
27. I'm slow, man. All right.
You're
All right.
27. You shouldn't be that slow.
27 with a child my age.
So I was actually pretty dang close.
Yeah. So if you could, here, let me just.
This orientation I was right on. This
Yeah.
orientation I was off by 1/8 of an inch, and it's about 1/8 of an inch taller. This one is. So, not too bad. Not so bad. This is definitely lighter. This thing weighs. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be, but it's a good like. I don't know, 15 pounds maybe. I don't know. 10 pounds.
15 pounds. Didn't seem that heavy in the box.
All right.
It's
well,
very heavy.
All right.
I don't know. Is it heavy? Is it not heavy?
I don't know. Feel it. Here.
It's a baby.
It's like 10 or 15.
It's a
Yeah.
good. It's a
It's
good.
a good
boy.
sized baby. And if this were a baby, I would name him Blockhead.
Hello, Blockhead. Welcome to the world, man.
Ooh, that's not a very good name for a
Hey,
baby.
he will get teased at school, but I'll have a good.
It meets, if not exceeds, the Krusty brand seal of approval, which is not just good.
Good enough.
There you go.
It's good enough.
It's supposed to come with some other stuff. So where's the other stuff at?
What do you mean by other stuff? Like
Maybe
the
it
cords and
doesn't.
stuff? You already pulled those out.
Like it's supposed to come with like
A game or something. No, or like
Xbox like
codes or something.
gold and
Maybe it's preloaded to the console.
maybe. Anyway, so this is all junk now. I don't need any of that, and I don't need any of this. And
Goodbye, Microsoft.
I am keeping the box. And here's the instructions if you care to read those. Maybe they're in here. Maybe they're in here.
That's what I was saying, but they were like, "No, Gavin."
Gavin?
I don't think they are in here.
No, I don't.
That's why I looked at
I'm
it.
not
'cause
really
like,
worried about it because I already have Xbox Live
You have
All.
Game Pass Ultimate.
Game Pass Ultimate's also.
It has everything.
It
You
doesn't
don't
matter.
need more.
So. There you go.
Or big Xbox Bros. He's big.
Oh,
Xbox
I was
Bros.
gonna say.
I'm big
so,
Nintendo.
a lot of my
I was
students,
proud of
they swear to me on everything that they believe to be true or holy that PlayStation is superior.
it is not. That is so.
We're getting to the hot takes.
So
Get your hot spicy takes here.
so here's the truth.
a lie.
Does this come out?
Does what come out?
Is anything hidden? So here's the truth behind it. So when it comes to raw computing power, Xbox takes cake all day long. Microsoft wins. And if you don't believe me, just take 5 minutes of your life and run a quick Google search. The evidence is all there.
If you
But,
understand any of the things that Google will say,
you don't even have to understand it. You just have to realize that
the numbers are higher.
a bigger terabyte is more powerful than a smaller terabyte.
Yes, it is.
That's really all you gotta know. But
I can't open the cap with one hand.
that sounds like a real problem. But PlayStation, Sony, they did their stuff right. So I'll fix all that later. So their Blu-ray player is actually better than
Their Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
Like movies or.
Yeah, like Sony Blu-ray. Sony's a sound
Okay, so
based
for-
industry.
For those of you who don't understand, this is a Blu-ray player. And all games that come out on discs today are Blu-rays. This is a Blu-ray drive. So Sony's Blu-ray drive in their PlayStation 5 is better, technically, than the Xboxes. But you'll never tell in the games. It won't matter. You'll never notice the difference. You'll only notice it if you're watching a movie on your Blu-ray player, which everybody goes digital these days.
Yep.
For my family, we only basically, what is it, Voodoo?
Yeah.
We basically only buy them from Voodoo.
Yep.
We've got a big shelf of movies, and then if we want to watch something, we just boot up Netflix.
Yeah, and then if we're gonna play games, most of the time, Isaac and I are streaming them if it's Xbox. So
If it's Xbox, yeah, it's Game Pass.
we don't. Yeah,
I like that physical media, though.
I do like the
I'm a
physical
sucker
media.
for that physical media.
we do. So I just wanted to get that in there right now. I'm not saying that PlayStation and Sony are garbage. Please don't take me the wrong way. It's just fine. But when it comes to raw power, there's no contest.
And the games that Dad likes are mostly the big multiplats anyway, so he wants to play them on the most powerful hardware.
That would be,
I want better graphics, I want better performance,
You'd
I
want
want
the
bigger
adequate.
worlds, bigger maps, powerful weapons and graphics and everything. I want all that. I want the good stuff. So.
And I play Zelda, so I'm good on 720p on the latest.
720p.
Which I love Breath of the Wild. I'm pumped for the sequel.
There's a
Hyrule
sequel?
Warriors, I don't really care.
Wait, there's a sequel?
There's a sequel coming out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They've shown. I'll show you after the stream.
Think
There's been one trailer, like 2 years ago, and the latest update. There was a Nintendo Direct a couple weeks ago, and what happened was AJ Onuma came out and he said, "Hey, I bet you all want to know some news about Zelda 2. I don't have any, so let's move on." That's basically exactly.
He basically said, it's coming.
It's coming.
Sometime.
He literally said, "We will have some updates. We will have news to share this year." And I'm like, man, it's February. That's a little concerning.
So, yeah, Nintendo's awesome.
Yep, I gotta finish.
But
I wanna
for those of you who
not finish it, but
for those of you who don't understand how business works,
why are you playing it?
you would be an idiot if you had like a massively successful gaming title
And not make a second one?
and not make
Like
a
Red
second
Dead? They're probably gonna make a third one just because of how big it is.
one. Maybe the
We'll
story's
see.
concluded. So
I was gonna say the story is concluded, so I don't know how. Sorry. Oh
So-
wait, no, I can't spoil Uncharted. Dang it.
You can't spoil Uncharted.
Yes, you can. How long has it been out?
No, the fourth one, because
Man.
well, at the end of the game, Uncharted 4.
You're about to spoil it
Obviously,
anyway.
you can spoil it.
Listen, spoilers for Uncharted 4, plug your ears, and then I don't know how you'll know when it's done, just when you feel like we are done talking about Uncharted 4.
Nathan Drake, and he has a daughter, and his daughter's a lot like him, and so you get to play as her for a little bit, just walking around and stuff. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna make
Holy
a last game with her as the main character.
So what you're saying is when Microsoft and all of their purchase galore and buying all these game studios, when they decide to buy Naughty Dog,
Which I don't think they will.
I would hope
who
they
knows what
would.
they're going to do? They're probably going to buy Nintendo.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying
I don't know if they
they're
can
not
do
gonna
that, but
try.
well,
I'm not saying they're not going to try. I think they can try, and they'll be laughed out of the meeting again. Because Nintendo's in a better state now than they were when...
Oh, I thought you were talking about Naughty Dog. I'm like,
Naughty Dog too.
They could get Naughty Dog.
Here's the thing about Naughty Dog.
They'll probably buy Rockstar.
Well,
ooh, I would
could
love
see
them to buy Rockstar.
Here's the thing. I don't care if Microsoft acquires more businesses. All it means is that
As long as it comes to Game Pass, I don't.
as long as it comes to Game Pass, I will be.
the reason I don't care is because it's like, I mean, all you're doing is taking it away from people who only play PlayStation. You're just trying to get them to buy an Xbox.
And see, that's the thing. That's what bothers me is
Console exclusives.
Okay,
I
I know I'm going to sound like just some kind of a fanboy that's like, I didn't get my way. But listen, seriously, Sony, what's the deal, dude? Come on. Swallow your pride and just, I'm not saying go Team Xbox. I'm saying just
Share the wealth.
Share a little bit.
Well, that's like the whole video game business model. It's a razor and blade situation. You buy the console, you get the games. If PlayStation knows their console is computationally inferior to the Xbox, then their entire business model
Is exclusive games.
exclusive games. Look at Nintendo. Their entire business model is that you have no idea what they're doing. They're bizarre, but their games are amazing. That's their whole thing.
Well, this is true too.
That's
I
that's
just
how the games industry is.
personally think, Sony, if you just focus on Spider-Man games and give Spider-Man to the MCU for movies,
Oh yeah.
and you
Is
guys
Sony-
just
is
share
Sony-
the
Is
contract.
Sony Pictures and Sony like video games? Is that the same? industry?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the same
Nope,
thing?
nope, it's the same parent company called
Okay.
Sony.
But it's not the same
I wasn't
thing.
sure if it was like a 20th
So-
century Fox News thing. Those are two different
They're
entities.
two different entities. Well, they're both Fox, but it's the same parent company, Fox. But then
But
there's
Disney only owns 21st Century. They
right,
don't
which is a
own Fox
division of
News.
Fox. It's
Okay.
a division of Fox.
Well, not anymore.
And so, well, yeah, not anymore. Now it's Disney because
Monolith.
join Disney or die, basically. So,
Yeah. Well,
We're coming for you, Time Warner.
right? As
Well,
Gina
they
Carano.
killed Star Wars already, so let's just kill some other things, you know? Might as well.
But no, all I'm saying is like, just you know what? You guys don't even have to like. Just allow Xbox to play your games, and just allow Sony to play Xbox games on their console,
What?
and all things will be.
What are the
equal at that
Xbox
point.
exclusive
Yeah,
games?
I was gonna say, I do
anyway?
feel like that's a bit of a lot to ask because Sony is, they've got Sony exclusives and Xbox has a Forza and a Halo every few years.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause Halo
And
is.
they have so many things they could make exclusive, and like if you want to get real nitpicky about it, Halo and Forza aren't Xbox exclusives either
Why?
because they're on PC.
It's PC.
Oh.
They don't. Xbox has no exclusive
Anybody with a
games.
PC can play almost any game on
So
the
basically,
Xbox.
if you're getting an Xbox, it's because you only play multiplats and you want to play with the most power, and or you want to have
Temporarily.
Game Pass.
Temporarily.
You want to have Game Pass and you'd rather have a console than a PC.
When the Xbox One came out, the way they framed it, and my understanding of things is very flawed most of the time because I hear 3/4 of what's being said. But when it came out, my understanding was it was basically going to be the last Xbox console that you would have to buy, and I was wrong. So I'm here to say I'm going to put it on record right now. This will be the last Xbox game console I purchase for me. So Jackie, if
Whoa.
you're watching, I'm 42 years old, man. I don't have time for this.
27.
I'm 27 years old.
Gotta keep that.
Am I
consistency.
42?
Are you 42?
I was born in 79.
You're in that neighborhood.
That means you are. Well,
I'm old enough to
yes,
know.
you are
I'm
42.
31.
Yeah.
No, you're 42.
I'm 42.
If you were born in 79, it's depending on if your birthday is in-
January.
Yes, you are 42.
Thank you.
Because my mom is 42 and she was born in 79.
Well, now the whole
February
world
5th.
knows. Thanks, Gavin. I'm sure she appreciates that. So,
Yeah, my one viewer knows that.
yeah. So, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, no.
We're talking about this.
But I'm gonna give a prediction though.
A prediction.
Everybody pull out your cell phone, as I say to my kids in my class. Your cell phone, I can almost guarantee you that the next gen console is going to be the size of a cell phone or smaller, and it will plug into your television set.
I don't think so.
She doesn't think so.
My daughter disagrees, but this has an NVMe.
Oh,
what
you
is it?
zoomed.
It says an NVMe M.2
I have other
4.0 hard
Oh yeah, you have
drive.
doubles.
So this solid state drive it's like teeny tiny. It's like the size, it's like this. This is the size of the hard drive
The
in
one
this
that
monster.
is a big chunky thing.
Okay, it's all cooling. You have to have that much for cooling. So that's the size of that. And then the motherboard is literally as wide as this, and they doubled it up. So
The best I can get right now.
you can,
Well, he's not saying right. He's saying in like 10 years.
We're having a conversation.
I hear that.
Oh,
You know what?
we're
Maybe
also
it's-
right next to the mic. They
Yeah.
probably can't hear you.
Because they can't hear me when you're right in front of the mic.
I forgot the mic was there.
Anyway, so the technology is so small right now, and everything just plugs in. There's no wires anymore. So my theory is, based off the trends I've seen, it's going to continue to get smaller until it's like boop boop, and this is going to be your console, bam, right there.
And it's probably going to be like 10 times more powerful than that thing.
I don't know about 10, but the Series
A
S
lot,
is only
yeah.
half as big as this. It's a little bit deeper, but it's half the width.
I didn't think it was going to be that big, honestly.
Can I
half
also
the
make a
weight.
prediction?
Yeah.
My prediction is that for Nintendo's next console, it's going to be made out of water, actually. And the games are just, you put them in, like you fill the bucket with water, and then you can play Mario.
So,
And the controller...
the
controller-
console's going to be a bucket?
No, the water is the console.
I
You
know.
have to buy your own bucket.
No, the bucket is the games. The bucket is the games.
What are you
See,
talking
the
about?
bucket reads the water, and then the games play because the water plugs into the tub.
What was in that bottle of Coke you drank?
May I ask you a question? Then?
Right.
What was in that bottle of Coke that the Nintendo executive who pitched a console that is this big and the controllers are neon little sticks that you hold in your hands that clip on and off whenever you want, and you can walk around the house while you play Zelda? What was he on?
I don't know, but if you turn around, there's an eyeball toy there. That's going to be the next Xbox console.
That's the next Nintendo console.
Okay,
Wait, show it
Xbox
again.
sold the world.
Well, because here's the thing: if Xbox made this, it would be black.
Yes, it would. Well, it might be green.
Nintendo would not shy away from.
It might be green and the shoes would be black. There's a chance. And I would be Xbox.
Here's the thing: the way that Sony is moving, PlayStation 6. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's disgusting.
My
Don't
prediction
even
on
say that.
is they're going to skip 6 and go to 7.
That's
No.
honestly.
They're going to pull an Apple, and they're just
They're
going to
gonna
skip
pull an
one
Apple.
generation and go to
They
next.
skip 9 and go to 10. They have 8 and then they have X.
I honestly though, I think that
PSX.
Sony's never going to make another console again.
I don't think that.
I think they're going to release a television.
They're just
It's
gonna.
all going to be integrated into one
That
thing.
you know, I want to say that would actually be a good idea.
Again,
I would
I
say.
think that Nintendo's going to do something that no one is going to fully understand, and then they're going to buy it and be like, I think I like it, and then it's going to outsell every other console.
And
Because
they're going to laugh at all the other manufacturers as they lap them a few times.
Right, and then the console after that is going to be a huge failure, and everyone's going to think that they're dead. But then the console after that is going to be a rousing success.
We're nerds. Nerd.
I am not a nerd.
Here's the thing.
I just.
This is a tinfoil hat theory. People are saying.
Oh gosh. Isaac.
Now we're getting
I thought the water was the deep
fucking
end.
thing was weird, but get this, right?
Imagine this box made of plastic filled with circuitry.
I'm getting there. People keep saying there's going to be a Switch Pro. Here's what I'm gonna follow up with, or that their next console is gonna be Switch 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh gosh.
Or if you prefer Switch 2 the Squeakquel. Here's what I think. Look at Nintendo's history, and I know this is where we mess up because just when you think you figured them out, they do the opposite. That's what they're known for. That's their entire thing.
All I gotta say is Virtual Boy.
Yep, right.
What?
Yeah, you'll see.
You'll see.
Oh gosh.
Nintendo. You're saying that Nintendo.
I don't know.
They're the ones that laugh at themselves for failing.
Yeah. Well, they say, hey man. Well,
What can we get these morons to buy next?
it's like a Wii remote, but it's a screen.
The controllers won't even match in color. Then they'll still buy it. It's gonna be their favorite part.
We're going back to cartridges. Why the heck not?
You know, I
I'm
did.
thinking there is no Switch.
I
2.
like cartridges.
If there is no Switch 2, their next console is going to be something that we've never thought of, that literally no human has thought of, because it came to Doug Bowser in a dream. And I know that he doesn't make those calls, but
He's going to somehow.
it came to Reggie in a dream. He came back to Nintendo and said, "My body is ready." And he's known to do.
Have you gone over your theories at all about how the levels in Zelda were designed?
No, here's what happened.
What levels in what Zelda?
So
Well,
here's it.
just let him tell it, 'cause this is great.
Specifically, A Link to the Past, because Onuma was not attached back during the A Link to the Past days, and you can tell because the Zelda games make sense now. A Link to the Past, I love that game so much, but boy is it a mess, and it's really hard too. Here's what happened, right?
I don't think I'm too bad at Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, I know he begs to differ, but
Shigeru Miyamoto was, I think, in charge of that game, and he was having a nice good
Shigeru
sleep.
Miyamoto.
Yep. And then one day, you don't know who he is, whatever. And then one day, he went to the Nintendo headquarters, and they were having a nice meeting. They're like, so I think in this next level, Link should fight like, I don't know, maybe like a dragon. It's a fantasy game, right? So he hits a dragon.
He like barges in with
And then
that head and the shirt half tucked
He
in.
busts the door down, and he says, in Japanese, mind you. I don't know Japanese, or else I would also get it in Japanese.
Japanese always sounds angry.
He says, I had a nightmare. You're all gonna hear it. And they say, oh no, not this again, Miyamoto. And he says, it's like this. It's like, so here's where I was, right? Write this down. We're doing this in the game. I was on a platform in a dark, empty room, and I was moving. The platform was moving along a bottomless pit, right? And I was, get this, because I did have to save a princess at the end of this long cavern. But there were lasers in the cavern. Everywhere, all the time, and you could not dodge them. And then the bad guys would fall from the ceiling and chop your head off.
And he says, now all of that
Put in this level.
but it's inside out. Because you're in a place called the Dark World.
Now think about it, because this was the other part of the dream. Because when I left this place and I saved the princess, I took her back to her house, and I was like, yo man, is this the end of the game? And she goes, actually no, there's another world like you just started.
And by the way, I'm not the princess, and she rips her face off, and she's a four-eyed demon with tentacles.
I'm sorry.
Shooting fireballs out of her throat.
And they're like,
Is that actually what happened?
Miyamoto,
Yeah.
not really.
Sort of.
They're like, hey. No. They said, we can't do that. And he said, yes, you can! And they said, fine, we'll do all of it but the tentacle thing, and maybe we'll do the princess fake out at the beginning of the game instead of...
And then he rides out on some kind of a mammalian, sluggish-looking two-legged creature and says, I have spoken.
He walks out and he says, so for our next game, it's Yoshi, but Mario's a baby this time, and they just shut the door off.
And they eat balls of yarn.
And they said, dude, we can't do that for at least, like, 4 generations.
What is Nintendo?
Right? And for my next game, we're going to take our 2-dimensional 16-bit console and make a 3D Star game where you're in the stars, and you're shooting down other planes in 3D, mind you, on our 16-bit console. But also,
You just
you're
added
a
a
fox.
dimension.
But also, you're a fox, and your friend is a frog, and your other friend is a rabbit.
Is this Star Fox?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the actual game. Gavin.
That was the actual pitch. He just memorized it.
Yeah, I actually.
That was the actual pitch. I'm
No, Gavin. No, Gavin.
so confused right.
Miyamoto is a madman who runs. I don't actually know if he made Star Fox.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
I
And then one day Reggie walked into a meeting and he was like, "Hey, guys, so there's this really cool game that the fans have been wanting us to make called Mother 3," and they all shot fireballs at him and plunged him into a deep pit in Nintendo headquarters where they send everyone who talks about Mother 3, and they said, "Never mention this game again, you can never localize it."
What is
Mother 3, Mother 3, Mother 3, Mother. Dude, seriously, the mic's over here. Why am I talking over there?
I don't know.
But no, they seriously.
What is Mother 3?
Nintendo, if
I'll
you're
tell ya.
listening, you need to release Mother.
Please, to the Switch!
And get the album Mother Load to be the soundtrack for
Or
the
just,
Mother
or
game.
get the Super Soul Brothers on board. They
Or
can
yeah,
also do.
Super Soul Brothers, man. Props to them. If you don't know who the Super Soul Brothers are, and you like a little bit of jazz,
A little
you
bit.
like some jazz,
like
you need to listen to
jazz.
Super Soul Brothers, man. If
I
you
don't
like
even know who Super
Chicago,
Soul
If you like Earth,
Like old
Earthbound. If you like
Chicago.
Earthbound, and if you like jazz.
I haven't even been to Chicago yet.
well, not the
No,
place,
not the
the
place.
group.
I know,
band.
but I've never been to Chicago. So.
I haven't either.
I've
Hey, I
loved
feel
it.
like we should probably.
I don't
stream
either.
It's a mini, and we've been going for 40 minutes.
Hey, it's a mini stream, guys. We appreciate you
Here,
watching.
You take this.
Like and subscribe and click some
Actually,
buttons.
don't subscribe.
Don't subscribe.
Look at me. We're on Twitch. Follow and subscribe. We're very different on Twitch. If you subscribe, you're paying money, and I have nothing to give you to benefit from that. I don't actually know if you can subscribe to me. So only follow me, please. Thank you.
But his YouTube,
Subscribe to-
Isaac's video dump on YouTube. You can subscribe all day and notify and bell ring and I don't know all that. I mean, I'm a tech teacher, but that doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about. So I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't have said that.
The school will now fire you.
Oh snap! My contract. Oh jeez.
It's us, the school. We're here to fire